Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to give you guys a complete update of my nail journey from when I damaged my nails and things like that, but I'm also going to talk about something that I don't see spoken about too much in this community, at least by people that are not professional. So I thought I would start from the beginning and tell you everything that led up to me having such bad nails, to everything I've done to rectify the situation. So if that's something you're interested in, then just keep on watching. So as you guys may remember, I want to say maybe about 8-9 months ago now, I was putting the rubbish out in the bin and the bin lid slammed on my nail, and at the time I had gel extensions on. So what happened was the lid slammed on this part of the extension and it basically like bent from the tip and ripped it off these two nails. Sorry. So these two nails were completely busted and that wasn't really great, but the whole problem was that from the very beginning my nails were always really thin. When I started doing nail art and things like that, I took it to an excess. So I would paint my nails every single day, so I would be using acetone and all that good stuff every single day on my natural nails. So over time they were getting thinner and thinner and thinner. And then I started watching YouTube videos and I saw these ladies do amazing nail art with 3D gels and acrylic and things like that. And let's be totally frank, I'm a complete big-headed twat of a person sometimes, and I thought, well, if they could do it, I could do it. So I went out and found myself some professional-only products from places that should never be trusted, like eBay, Amazon, some Facebook groups, you name it. And bearing in mind I had zero training, I had never done acrylic nails before, I had never done gel nails before, so I knew basically nothing. Sorry guys, if you hear a little bit of growling going on, that's the puppies play fighting, so please just excuse that. So anyway, as I was saying, I had no training whatsoever. I never thought about getting training. To me, nails were just something that I enjoyed doing. I had fun doing it, and it was something for me to pass the time. So once I got all of these products back at my house, I went about trying different ways of applying them, and at first it looked like everything was fine. I had nice long nails, everything was perfect, but I want to say maybe 3 months into starting to use gels, I noticed that my nails were getting super paper thin, but when I was touching them, they were actually hurting. It was like the nail bed was sensitive and it was sore. And obviously, me being not trained, I didn't know that there's a whole removal purpose and everything that goes into putting nails on someone. So I found that the gel was drying out my nail bed, so in turn was making the nail brittle, you name it. And obviously it doesn't just involve gels. Things like pushing back my cuticles. I would push back my cuticles every 2 days with harsh chemicals and metal products, metal tools, sorry, and you name it, I was doing it. E-file. I then decided that I was going to get myself an e-file because I couldn't be bothered filing it by hand. I felt like, well, there's an easier way to do it, so I'm going to go and find myself an e-file. Granted, the e-file was pretty decent, it was a good thing, the price was fair enough, but at the end of the day it still boiled down to the product was fine, it was the person behind the product. I didn't know how to use an e-file, so I just want to show you here. I don't know if you guys can see that in there. I have these ridges in my nails. Now bear in mind I haven't used an e-file on my natural nails. I barely paint my nails anymore, my natural ones anymore, simply because they are so delicate at the moment. They are coming back ever so slowly. But as you can see here, if you could see like the slightly tinged bit that goes along the tip, this is where all the damage is. But it seems to get to a point where the new nail grows to this point, and when it reaches this point it doesn't get any healthier, because obviously I had severe lifting in my nails when about, as you may remember, scoliosis kicked in, and my nails started lifting from the nail plate as soon as I had that accident. So I blamed the accident. I said, oh, I've hurt my fingers, everything's the accident's fault, when technically my nails were already absolutely buggered from no fault of any product but my fault. So I want to say that you need to be careful with what you're doing. If you see these ladies on YouTube doing nail tutorials and they tell you, well, I've never had any training, they're just lucky. They're just lucky that nothing bad's happened to them yet and they haven't hurt themselves. At the end of the day, there's so much stuff goes into acrylic and gel that is harmful. It's harmful chemicals that you're working with, and I didn't know that if I spilt liquid monomer that there was a whole different procedure that you had to go through to safely clean that up. I didn't know that. Like, I could have not only hurt myself but hurt members of my family. Like, there's a lot more to it than just nails, if that makes any sense. And we would all love great nails, and it took me a while to realise it, but sometimes it's nice to have great nails if they're healthy and they're short and they're well looked after. That's great nails. You don't have to have huge long nails that are all different colours to have fab nails. Do you know what I mean? Like, nail polish, while you can hurt yourself if you swallow it, there is very little else that it would do to you, other than if you are allergic to maybe some of the chemicals that's inside the nail polish and things like that. But when it talks about burning your skin or giving you chemical burns, or it talks about you're using electric nail products, nail drills and all this stuff on your nails, you really need to stop and think, one, I don't know what I'm doing. Is this going to turn out bad? You need to think if it does, and then if you're doing it to someone else, like if you're doing people's nails without having any qualifications or things like that, you could be sued. Like, do you have money? Do you have lawyers? Like, I know you're probably thinking, but Kylie, it's just nails. Well, it really isn't when you think about, if I had have done the damage to someone else's nails, if she had said, say for instance, my sister, who I do her nails for all the time, right? It's always regular polish and things like that, so that's not a problem. But if she said to one of her friends, oh, Kylie, she does nails, she does gel nails, she could do them for £15 cheaper or £20 cheaper than what you get them at the salon. And times are hard, people say, right, okay, well, I'm going to go to Kylie. And could you imagine if I really damaged a person's nails to the point that mines were lifting. I was able to see all the way down to about here underneath my nail. They were going yellow, and as you may notice, guys, I'm putting up some pictures along this screen, and this was my progression. It isn't nice. The pictures are horrible. My nails were completely damaged. They were broken right up to about here, all the way up into the nail bed. They were so thin, they were sore. When I say they were sore, they were bruised underneath. I couldn't touch them without feeling pain. I could not imagine if I had to have done that to another human being, and the next thing I know, I've got some man in a suit at my door telling me that I've did something wrong. That's the things that you need to really sit down and think. Like, when you're using an e-file, it's very, very easy to burn layers off of the nail without even realising that you're doing it, and without the person realising you're doing it until it starts burning their skin. But by then you've already took a good few layers off her skin, off her nail, sorry. And as you can see here, I've got ridges, total complete ridges and bumps, and that was just using nail files and metal tools and things that I didn't have a clue that I was using. I would rather that you used a metal cuticle pusher because it's easier. But let's face it, the wooden one, or the little plastic like horseshoe hoof things, those are going to be so much safer for you. And if you're a beginner, they may take you slightly a little bit longer, but if it's detrimental to your nails and it's detrimental to your health, spend that little extra time to just make sure you're doing it right. As you can see, my nails, they're still really brittle, they still break once they reach a certain length. They're not perfect whatsoever, but the fact that I could touch that nail without it completely bending is, for me, a sign that things are getting better. They look a lot healthier, and you may have noticed on my channel that I no longer paint my own nails, very few and far between, and that's because I like to just keep a nail strengthener on them, keep putting cuticle oil on them, hand cream, and really looking after them. It's took me 9 months almost to get my nails from week 1 to where I am today, and to be honest guys, I would never wish this on my worst enemy. As someone that enjoyed doing my nails as often as I did, it was upsetting to think that at my best, my own natural nails were up to here and they were super thick, they were really healthy, and I completely ruined them because I wanted to do some 3D nail art and didn't have a bloody Scooby what I was doing. So you guys were all asking how my nails were when you saw my last video, I damaged my nails video. You were all asking how I was getting on, so I really wanted to come on here and just show you guys that meanwhile I made a lot of mistakes and I don't want you guys to do the same thing. If you're watching some of these ladies on YouTube and they're saying I'm not a professional, or Christ, even if she is a professional and she's showing you how to do professional work on your nails, don't listen to her things she says. Go to the salon and get a professional person to do it for you. Granted, some salons aren't completely perfect either. There is some bad practices done in the nail industry, so that's how you do have to look about. If, like, you would look about for someone to do your wedding makeup, which isn't going to melt your face. The fact is, these people could really damage your nails, and we don't seem to pay mind. We just go to any little stall that's been put up any place, and the thing is, like, that's, as much as your face is a part of you, your nails are a part of you as well. And if you're walking about with nails that are yellow all the way up to here and pooling, and you could see all the way under them, and you can't clean them because the dirt's, because everybody gets dirt under their nails, but you can't get it because it's so far down your nail bed that you've just got to leave it until you go in the shower and it washes out itself, which is another problem, because if you've got onycholiasis, water under the nails isn't a good thing anyway. So see, when you're showering and you're washing dishes and you're doing all that good stuff, you're still damaging them. So it's a long process of getting back to where you are when you've damaged your nails. You see so many videos, do this and your nails will grow perfectly in like 3 days. Guys, it's not true. It's a long ass process that takes absolutely forever, and if, like me, your nails were an escape and everything else, it will really upset you. So I just want to make sure that you guys know the real truth, because I was hiding it for a long time because I was embarrassed that I did it to myself. But I feel like if I sit down here and tell you the God's honest truth about why my nails ended up the way they were, instead of saying, oh, it was all that bin's fault. No, the bin only helped along something that was already bad. I had gel extensions on, yeah, granted. Sorry guys, just 2 seconds. Enough. I had gel extensions on that weren't properly adhered to my nail. They were applied wrong, they were thick, they were filed to within an inch of their life. They may have looked great underneath nail polish, but at the end of the day they weren't great nails. They were thin, paper-like nails that were sore to touch. And at the end of the day, the gels that I was putting on every single day were far too often, and like I mentioned, they weren't properly adhered to my nail, so it was resulting in nail lifting even more. And while I blamed other products, it was my own fault. So as you may notice by the pictures, things started to look up maybe about 6 months into it. It stopped the lifting sort of stopped. It was still lifting up to about here, and nothing, like, it just sort of slowed down after a while, and I basically just kept my nail strengthener on, lots of cuticle oil. I would blow dry underneath my fingers when they got wet. I tried garlic, you name it, I tried it on my hands to make sure they grew, and they didn't grow an inch until they were ready and healed a little bit better to actually properly grow. I didn't take any like nutrients or anything like that because it's not something that I ever really do. So if that's something that you could do that makes your nails better, then like, I think all the more help is great. But I just wanted to let you guys know that there is a light after the tunnel, but please, please, please don't go out and listen to every single YouTuber that has fancy nails, because you really need to know, one, is she a professional? Two, is she going to say something wrong that I'm going to follow and it's going to be to my detriment? Do you know what I mean? Like, you need to make sure that the information you're getting is correct, and not only the information, you need to make sure that you're equipped and able to do what it is that you're doing. And if you haven't been to any type of school or any type of training course, then you aren't equipped to be using things like acrylics, gels, like at-home gel kits. While I absolutely love my gel polishes, they're not perfect for people that don't know what they're doing. Gels can more than dry out the nail. They can make the nail brittle, and the removing process, if you don't remove those gels properly, and like me, you pick them, because I am an absolute picker and have no patience, so sitting there for 20 minutes soaking off my gel sometimes bored me, so I would pick it off. These are the things that we don't know. If anything went wrong, I would have zero clue what to do. And could you imagine sitting in A&E explaining that you're there with half burnt off fingers because you were stupid enough to follow a YouTube video from someone who may have nice nails but doesn't have a clue what she's doing just as much as you? So that's basically what this video was all about, guys. I wanted to just sit down here and give you a quick update and talk about where I am today in my own nails, and just basically highlight something I think really isn't talked about too much in this community, and that's honesty. The girls who are doing all these tutorials and things, I think to myself, well, fair enough, she may be completely a professional, but why is she doing tutorials on YouTube where young kids could go on eBay or Amazon and buy an acrylic kit and think that they could do it themselves? You see, like Jenna Marbles and things doing, I do my own acrylic nails at home. It's dangerous, and I just wish that there was a little bit more information about what we're doing. You know, the thing is, you would never go out of your way and do something with bleach on your hair, but yet we do it with our nails, with other just as harsh chemicals every single day, and nobody seems to think anything about it until something goes wrong. So, yeah, as you may notice, guys, I have had pictures going along the screen, and I hope that this explains a little bit further why I haven't been doing my own nails and why I won't be doing my own nails for a while to come. I want to make sure that they are at their peak health before I jump back on here and do tutorials, because I don't want to go back of 9 months worth of me just really paying attention and trying to get them at their best. So I really hope this video explained a little bit of information to you guys, and why, because I've had so many people on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook wondering why I'm using fake nails. So this is basically why, because I'm a fool and I damaged my nails. So I really hope that this helped you in some way, and that you pay mind to it as well. Like, I may not be a professional, but I could sit here and tell you that using professional only products almost cost me my nails falling off, and that's no joke. You will, as you see by the pictures, they were so far up the nail and they were so sore, red, I could barely touch my fingers, and it was the worst time. And I just hope that by me being such a fool, it stops one of you guys from doing it as well. So once again guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this video and you found it a little bit helpful. Also, if you guys are new to my channel, hello, my name is Kylie. I'm a complete nail polish addict, and on my channel you will find everything from nail art to swatches, reviews, and sometimes a little haul. So if that's something you guys are interested in, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!